Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors Channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I will be doing the Sunday show, the crypto show, the chart show, the show where we look into news, charts, crypto and strategize and look at different ideas. So thank you all for joining. We are going to be looking at the Fed Jerome Powell event coming up, see where the interest rates are going. Is there going to be a cut at the end of this month? We're going to be looking at how far away the halving is for Bitcoin and what that means for the price. And we're also going to be looking at the new X payments being unveiled and how PayPal might have something to do with that. So let's get straight into the show. Do leave your questions for me below and I'll be looking into them and responding to you guys. So thank you all for joining. If you've just joined, please do hit the like button. Let's get everyone in. Let's see if we've got anyone in and make sure everything's running smoothly. So who do we have in today? We've got Martyn's here. Hi Martyn. Development Alert Uganda, that's Zach, our charity partner, says, hi all, the show starts at midnight here. Sorry I'm unable to attend that. That's completely fine. Jeffrey Diamond is here. Hi everyone. Hi Jeffrey. Martyn is here as well. Hello to you, Martyn. Thank you for joining. Hope everyone's having had a good weekend. So let's look at gold. Starting that off, obviously there's tensions rising all over the world, especially in the Middle East. So gold has always done very well in times of uncertainty and obviously in times of war. We have seen gold trade for a long time. It's a cup and handle situation we have going on here. That's the cup, the handle there, and the measured move is from the top to the bottom, and you take that and the target's around 2,800. If you also look at some Fibonacci levels, another target's around the 2,350 to 2,471. I've been saying this for a while. 2024 is the year that this should happen. I mean, that seems to be the consensus among a lot of gold traders and people that know the gold market. For example, we had in the Meet the CEO of Martyn, the gold mining company CEO even said that that's what he's been hearing, a $2,400 gold. So that's around a 20% move up for gold. So that's something to look out for. The all-time high was $2,072. We breached it on that Sunday. We came back down, and that's the breakout level, 2,072. If that's broken with a lot of volume, and we break out of there, give it a little retest, we will be heading to 2,400 this year. So that's a trade to look out for. And when that happens, silver's price will break out and will certainly retest the highs of 30. It's not the all-time highs of silver. All-time highs of silver were actually much higher at $50 an ounce, but we'll be testing the highs of the past few years, which is sort of $30. And once we break that $30, then we can start hitting $35, $37, $45, and then $50. I'm not sure if we'll get to $50 in 2024, but I assume we'll break out of the $30 range and maybe go to $35. So that's gold and silver. Is there anything else interesting? The DXY, the dollar index, it's not looking too good at the moment. So not much to report on that. We're at 103 there. And then we can look at the total cryptocurrency index. So that's the total market cap of the cryptocurrency, which of all the cryptocurrencies added together. So everything is about 1.59 trillion. We did retest the 1.74 trillion, and it seems like we got rejected. So a place we can come back down to is 1.26 trillion because we never had a major retest. And that would be quite bullish if we come back to this green band over here. So that would incur maybe a 15% drop in the whole cryptocurrency market. So some things might drop 10%, others might drop 20% depending on market cap, and that can bring our price back down there, and that could be a nice buying opportunity into the halvening. And the volatility index is quite low, so I'd expect at some point, maybe not short term, but this to start spiking back up. Historically, when we're at the lows of around $12, sometimes we come down to as low as $8. Not $8, 8 on the volatility index. We start to see these spikes up. That's when volatility happens in the S&P 500, normally when bad news occurs and the markets go down. So we are in the range that there hasn't been much volatility for a while, and we're expecting that to come back up. Bitcoin dominance, so this is how much of the market cap of crypto is Bitcoin. It's at 51% now. We're still in this uptrend, so I expect this to go higher. My target really on this is around 60%, or maybe even another 55%. And then we can start moving into putting more money into altcoins rather than Bitcoin. But right now, Bitcoin dominance is looking strong. Remember, we had this Wyckoff accumulation structure that did take us higher, which we identified that Bitcoin's going into its own bull run, and it did. Is there anything else? Oil, we're expecting that to go higher. We had the bullish divergence on the chart, so I expect that to breach $82, at least come and test $82. If we break $82, then again, $95 is in the cards, and that's the UK oil. US oil is around the same. US oil is holding support a bit better, so then you can expect it to come back up to that $95 in the next few weeks. It's very windy in the UK right now, so I'm not sure if you can hear it in the background. Okay, let's have a look at the comments and then move on to something else. Let's destroy Martyn's like record. Oh, Martyn's like records is in the hundreds. We won't be able to do that this stream, but thanks, thank you, MSK, for the optimism. Craig says, "Good evening, Sensei, Martyn, developer, Jeffrey, and MSK. Good evening to you." Martyn even says there's no chance. Martyn has no faith in me. Jeffrey Diamond says, "Craigster, development alert is here." you should be asleep. Thanks for being here. I'll catch you all at the end of the show. Busy at Jason Green, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe, and if you've just joined, please do hit the like button. Good evening. Where did we get to? I'll catch you all at the end of the show. Busy at the moment making videos to premiere shortly. Amazing Martyn, we'll catch you then. Thank you very much. Jeffrey says, "Hi to everyone. MSK is here. Please can you check the SAVA stock?" So we'll quickly do that for Delph. SAVA. I think you must have requested this in the past because we can see the chart here. Not much has changed since probably I last reviewed it. We hit the target of $14 and we got a breach down and a buyout, which is quite bullish when you breach down and buy out. That's why you never take the short as soon as you break. You wait for the next day and the next couple of days to see if there's confirmation, and there wasn't. We broke back up, sitting at $26 now, a little moving average above you. So again, the target is $42 for this. Yeah, I think the last review I did of this is probably still stands, but I imagine $42 is the target you're going to hit, and that's a nice take profit level for you. Amazing. So now let's look at this. I'm just going to quickly show you the countdown for the halvening. 91 days. 91 days. So that's just over a few months, just about 3 months away, is the Bitcoin halvening. And I am expecting Bitcoin's price to come down maybe to the $30,000 region, and that will allow us a buying opportunity and start coming back into this Bitcoin. We are still holding the $41,000 level. Once $41,000 does break, as you can see, it's a level here. We even touched the 40,000. So when we breach 40,000, I expect us to come down quickly to 35,000, and then we might start buying in average. So we'd start DCAing 35,000, 31,000, 30,000, 25,000 if we get there, and then maybe 20,000. And if it's a black swan event, again, 15,000 is still in play. So I want to start buying in, not too much 35,000, but around 30,000 to start building another Bitcoin position before this halvening. I do expect Bitcoin's price to come down. I think we have put in our top for a while. There is a lot of GBTC. For you people who don't know, GBTC was a way to buy Bitcoin without going onto a crypto exchange and buying it. It was a custodian that you could put your money with. They took about 1.5% fee, and they would hold your Bitcoin for you. So basically an ETF without it actually being on the stock market. And the idea was that GBTC was always going to become an ETF so you can trade it later on. That was running at a large discount because people weren't very confident that ETF was going to come for the last couple of years. And now finally, because the ETF came, they transferred the GBTC into an ETF. People could finally sell and not sell at a loss of already a 30%, 35% premium, because you could buy GBTC for a 35% discount. And finally, when it became an ETF, you could sell it without losing 35% of your Bitcoin. So there's a lot of selling pressure at the moment coming out of GBTC. And I imagine that would continue to bring the price down to around 30,000, 35,000. And maybe if inflation continues to go up and a war continues to come and a recession is in play, then that will bring the price of Bitcoin back down to, I don't know, 25,000. If a recession doesn't come, if the war doesn't escalate, then 30,000, I think, is an area that can come down to. But again, I think inflation is going to be back on the rise. I don't think the Fed will be able to. I don't think the meeting's going to be that great at the end of the month. Maybe he doesn't announce a rate cut like everyone thinks. And I think the rate cuts will come when he's forced to do it, not when he wants to. I think the rate cuts will start coming in when, I don't know, maybe if there's another banking crisis or unemployment goes up too quickly. I think that's when he will be forced to do it, and I think that's when he will do it. I think he's going to hold it off for as long as possible to really try and bring inflation down. As we saw, inflation is starting to creep back up. Oil prices are probably going to go higher now. It's earnings season, and I think the interest rates have really hit companies at the moment. So I don't think we're going to have a great earnings season either. So I'll be holding off, especially with the S&P at all-time highs. I don't think there's much value in buying in the markets at the moment. We did discuss the idea of the S&P breaking up a little bit further, maybe another 5%, and then breaking down. So right now, on Friday we broke all-time highs on the S&P 500. So again, I don't think this is a great time to be buying the S&P 500. It's at all-time highs. I don't think there's much value in that, considering where we are right now with the macro environment. Just got a few questions coming, so let's answer them. Fun chart. Let's quickly look at that. The chart requests are going to be very quick. Funware. Again, this is not a chart I can analyze too brilliantly because it's just come down a lot. The market cap of this is 48 million. So technical analysis doesn't get you very far with low cap projects or companies. So obviously you've had a breakout. It seems like it's going to be a bit volatile for the next few days. You have a massive gap, so 0.07. So be careful of that. I'm not sure what the news was that drove it up so much. But if the news was wrong or fake, or it can always come all the way back down and close that gap at 0.08. But you've broken out of this long pattern. The next major points is, I mean, even if you go back to 48 cents, that in itself is quite good. So it's too volatile for me. I wouldn't be jumping in on it. If I'm in a position, I might sell a little bit and let the rest ride, but there's not much I can do in terms of technical analysis. Yeah, it's too volatile. So there's not many ways to strategize your risk. It's just, you know what your risk is. the price jumped up 600% in a day, and now you're still up 234%. So that's a tricky one. I mean, if you're really bullish on the stock, the next take profit area will be 0.74, and then ultimately 1.1 to 1.3. So if you are really bullish on it, I don't know the situation of the stock. I'll just give you some areas that if you're really bullish on, where to definitely take your next profits. And again, the next will be at those highs as well. So 0.5, 0.8, and 1.2 will be the take profit areas. Bearing in mind, it can also go all the way back down to its all-time lows. Want to buy some new shares when PayPal drops. We'll be talking about PayPal in a second. Sensei, what effect, if any, will the Bitcoin halving have on Ethereum? So normally how it happens is Bitcoin's price will go up first. So let me show you this chart here. Oops, that's the wrong screen. So this is the Bitcoin return on investment after halving. You can see every time it's sort of been quite parabolic for the first 50 or so days. Not much goes on, and then you start seeing the moves up. The blue one's the first halving cycle. The orange is the third one, the last one we had, and the red is the second one, so 2017. Normally, after the first parabolic run of Bitcoin, the money then flows into Ethereum, and then Ethereum goes for a run, and then that money gets flown into the rest of the altcoins. And then once the altcoins had its rally, Bitcoin normally goes on its next rally up, and then Ethereum, and that money sort of flows into Ethereum once people discover altcoins, and Ethereum's the next one. Then they buy Ethereum. So it does have an effect on it, but it's mainly because Bitcoin supply is brought down and the amount coming into the market is less. So then that creates a supply shock, and that money, and people start buying Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's price naturally goes up, and then that money starts to flow into Ethereum. So it will have an effect on Ethereum. But again, at this moment in time, I don't think I'll be buying Ethereum. PayPal, we'll look at that in a second, Niels. And Alf wants to look at PayPal as well. Sensei, can you do a brief analysis on how MSK halving has impacted Bitcoin and the crypto market in the past? Yeah, so this chart really shows it well. You can see the return on investment after the halving. You can see that the days after halving, so it's normally sort of the second half of so between days, I don't know, 100 and 300 after the halving is when you get your main returns. But normally after the halving, the year or so after the halving is very profitable for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. So you can see here in the first cycle you had sort of 100x return after the halving. In the second cycle you had about 25x return from the halving, and in the last cycle we had a sort of a 7x. So diminishing returns. So maybe expect a 5x. So 5x. So this was showing it from after the halving, so 5x. So let's say at the halving was sat at 30k, you can expect sort of £150,000, $150,000 Bitcoin, and that's sort of what I'm targeting for 2025. So that shows you a nice chart to show you what happens after the halving. It's been diluted twice in the last few days, Craig says. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a bit volatile and risky at the moment. Borrow strong, will Ethereum take off? In the bull run, it should probably go to $10,000, but right now, I think it's had its move up for now. Okay, let's talk about the X payments platform. So we saw payments. X payments was introduced as another one of Elon's X accounts. So it looks like they're rolling out payments soon. I assume it might have some links to crypto. Maybe he's doing something with Dogecoin, or maybe he's doing something with PayPal, or maybe he's doing something of his own. I assume he'll be It won't just be something he's doing by himself. He'll be partnering with something. We've seen in the past that he's brought eToro stock and crypto trading to X, so it might have something to do with that as well. But something interested is the PayPal CEO, what he said here. So let me just play this for you. Past that he's brought eToro stock and crypto trading to X, so it might have something to do with that as well. But something interested is the PayPal CEO, what he said here. So let me just play this for you. All right, that's not working. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can fix it.
On the 25th, where from the first week that I got there, this was not about trying to figure out what to go do. It is very clear what we need to do. 24 will be a transition year for us, but it'll be all about execution, and it starts with innovation. So on the 25th, we're going to come out. We have very clear customer-backed innovation that we will be rolling out for consumers, for our merchants, for Venmo. And I think it'll be a good start to this year.
Anything you can tell us at this point? Obviously, I don't want you to ruin the rollout, so to speak, but when you say you sort of have a very clear idea of what you have to do, and then you say innovations, any specifics?
Yeah, so he said he's going to shock the world. Something's coming out on the 25th, so that's this week, so I'll keep an eye out on that. It might be something to do with payments, it might not be. But it's a reason to be looking at PayPal stock. I mean, PayPal has been down for a while. And he just mentioned himself that he's not happy with how PayPal's been going for the last couple of years, and they need to innovate. And PayPal stock is fairly down at the moment, so I mean, it could be a buying opportunity for PayPal. Again, we have this trend line here, which we're hoping to break. It looks like we broke it on Friday. Let's see if we get some follow through. And then we have targets of $76, $88, $103, and then ultimately I think 122 is somewhere where we can go. But yeah, if you've bought the position now, or maybe at $50, you could set some sells. Your first sell, maybe 10% of your position at 76, another 20 at 88, and then the rest at 103, or the rest at 122. Just a way to ladder out of this position. So yeah, that was interesting to see. Let me have a look at this. Someone just was it Craig said MAGA coin. What do we say about MAGA? Oh yeah, I couldn't find MAGA coin. Well, congratulations to you, Craig. I see you said it's got a 10x. Congratulations to you. Okay, we've looked at that, and then we just quickly show you the. This is the again the Fed, the CME Group Fed Watch tool. Let's look at the probabilities. What are the rates at the moment? Just trying to see. Are we expecting? Yeah. Okay, so the probabilities have gone up that we're going to be keeping the rates the same. So it's a 97.9% chance that the market's priced in no cuts. So it's really going to be what Jerome Powell says that's going to affect the market, because everyone is thinking that there is going to be no rate cut. So it's important to see how Jerome Powell is going to be wording his speech. I mean, if he says something like the European Council said about interest rates, which was something, they said something like there is no guarantee that we're going to have rate cuts this year. If he says something like that, then it's not going to be looking good, because as you can see, we've priced in rate cuts for the whole of this year. We've priced in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rate cuts next year. Again, I think that could happen, but I don't think it would happen because everything is looking great and inflation's come down. I think it'll be because he's forced to do it and start to print some money. But it'll be about what he says. So we'll have to look out for comments about how soon he thinks the rate cuts will come and how many this year. Because right now, if you think that there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 priced in, so let's see if he says there might be a few, because that will be less than priced in, or there might not be any, then that would be really bad for the market. So remember, the base case right now and what the market's priced in is about 5 rate cuts, and the first one being in March. Let's check your comments. How many likes have we got so far? 7. That's not good. It can't be right. 17. Okay, that's better. But there's 34 watching, so we can do much better. So if you haven't already, please do hit the like button. We got talked about PayPal. Showed you the Bitcoin chart. Rumor is Elon has a deal with PayPal. Yeah, it might be that. It might also be, I mean, it could be about Dogecoin as well. So that's something to look out for as well. Shock the world, Neil says. With XRP being held back by the SEC lawsuits, historically leading to lower than expected growth in the price, do you think Bitcoin halving could potentially get the XRP price running wild this time? Yes. Yeah, you've read my mind, MSK. I do think so. I think if Bitcoin goes to $150,000, I think XRP $10. Yeah, so that's more than a 10x from where we are now. So that would be very nice to see. But at least going to all-time highs, which is 3.5. But not to say in the short to medium term we can see some volatility and XRP might come down to 30 cents again, but I'll just see that as a buying opportunity. I think anything under 50 cents is a great buy for XRP. Again, especially being one of the only cryptocurrencies that is not a security, and if more regulations come, XRP will be safe. Light Strength says MSK. Craig says that mega coin I asked you last Sunday is 10x. I don't know why I couldn't find it. Well, thanks for bringing it to our attention and congratulations. It's on Coinbase, but I never got into it, as it can only be bought through the Coinbase wallet. Oh, okay. So, oh, you never got into it. I'm sorry about that. There's always going to be opportunities. Don't worry about that. Ron10G says March rate cut is incorrectly priced in as inflation is far from under control. It's not a good sign if he wants to cut in March 2024. Exactly. I mean, that's what's priced in. And even if he wants to cut, then that's what I keep saying. If he cuts in March, if he does all the 5 rate cuts, and if he starts in March, that's not a good sign. That means something's going wrong and he needs to do it. If it's his choice and everything's fine, then he wouldn't be cutting rates that quickly. Would you have any forecasts for OMG coin? Oh, I haven't heard about that coin for a while. I think I bought some in 2017 or something like that. Well, it's a nice underdog token that yeah, let's have a look at it. Even though you're not a member, it would be great, Ed, if you became a member of the channel. I'm only looking at it because I remember in 2017 I bought some. Yeah, I bought some in 2017 and it at, I don't know what it was, 50. It was under $1 and it went up to $28. But it didn't perform well at all in 2021. It didn't outperform, so it went to $20, which is still great actually. Oh wow. It's at 68 cents right now. So thanks for bringing this to my attention. OMG coin, I mean, in the bull run, it can hit maybe $15, $10. So that's still a good 10x from here. So yeah, I mean, there's not much on the technical basis apart from that we are at the historic lows. So it was a good buying opportunity if we did see it around the 44 cents. But let's say if it comes back to 50 cents, then it's still a great buy, or you could be accumulating it now. Yeah, so you probably have diminishing returns. So let's say if we connect these dots together, and then you look at different highs like here. So let's say 2025 is around here. Yeah, you can expect maybe this bull run to go, if it's going to have diminishing returns, 2025. $10. So that's still great. So OMG token, let's add that to the watch list. OMG USD, that could be a good buy. I think it's just an underdog that just not many people know about, and it just slowly does the gaining throughout the bull run, and it performs quite well. So thank you for that. I was pulling all last year, tracking the foot of people pedal now. Time to take profits off the table now. The tech rally is getting into the danger zone. I agree. Could we quick check SBC? Yeah, SBC. We'll have a look at that next. Bullish, not pulling. I was bullish all last year. Yeah, congratulations. MSK holding just 80,000 XRP at 50 cent. Would love to buy more. Anything under 40 cents, to be honest. Wow. MSK, I hope that's not because of me. Remember, anything can happen. I don't know what can happen to XRP, but I don't know, maybe a different country brings a lawsuit upon it and it goes down to 10 cents. So please don't do anything that don't put any money into crypto they can't afford to lose, but I know you do quite well. So congratulations to you, MSK. 80,000 XRP. And that could result in a very nice profit. It could be $1 million. It could be $50,000. $1 million will be much nicer. So congratulations to you. And remember, did you take any profits when you? I think you must have doubled your money when the law case finished. Did you take any profits? Good luck, MSK, says Craig. Craig, still money I can fortunately afford to lose. So it's okay. Oh, amazing, MSK. Great to hear that. You're a sensible investor. I know that. Schmitzy says, hello, Schmitzy, hello to you. Ron Tenchi, Sensei, take a look at Litecoin BTC pair, could have bottom, might be in a horse, dark horse buy. Yeah. Litecoin, I've always said it's sort of that dark horse. It's a slow burn. I always make that joke with Zach Z. I like ARKM, a small cap, a very useful project. Hope you made the gain, said Schmitzy. Oh, Schmitzy, you're back. XRP normies. Such a comment I would expect from you. Jose Quintana, hey guys, hope your day is going great. It is going great, thank you very much. Okay, what we're going to look at next? Yeah, I mean, Litecoin is just one of those coins that is fairly boring, but I guess it does perform for people that like 10x's, which I know Schmitzy's here now, and he doesn't take anything less than a 50x. Litecoin against BTC. But I think Litecoin's starting to have a diminishing returns now. Let's look at on a different chart. No. Was Litecoin ICO'd in 2017? I thought it was way before. Why is none of the charts? Oh, okay. Bottoming wise, I mean, it's not clear if it's bottomed or not, just because it's continued to go down. So we'd have to see a bit more confirmation. But yeah, I can't look into it now. I've got different sites where I can have a look at that and look at the risk bands for Litecoin as well. So if you did want to become a member or join my website, I can always have a look at that for you. So let me give you the link for that. But not at the moment, just because I don't have the data in front of me. Let's go back to the comments. Why not deploy in Flare? Plus 70%. The XRP it's the coin. Yeah, I mean, Flare is something I like as well. I think it had a great move this week. it's still going up. Yeah, Flare's looking good, but XRP is obviously the safer choice, but Flare's looking good. We're buying it around 1 cent. So now it's at 2 cents. So we'll see how that goes. More of a long-term investment for me. And for those of you who don't know, Flare is a coin that runs on the XRP system. Oh no, I don't hold anyone else but be accountable by myself and any decision I make. Don't worry, Sensei. No worries, MSK. I'm sure you are. Schmitzy, no, you didn't tell me about Flare. I told you about Flare. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I was the one who brought it to your attention, but Flare is something we've been discussing for over a year, and that's way before I knew you. That's an XRP flaming bags. XRP is just one that you just need to ignore and buy at sort of 40 cents. Anything, I mean, we're buying at 30 cents, but at this point, anything under 50 cents, just putting a little bit into XRP, I have no problem with that. So if you like Litecoin, buy the LTC meme, Doge. I don't like Litecoin too much. I think it's a bit too boring for me, but yeah, Doge is something we're looking into as well. Is there anything else I wanted to discuss? So we did the halving, we did the PayPal, we did the rate cuts. Let's have SBC, someone mentioned. So let's have a quick look at SBC before we finish up the show. So I did mention that it looks like we're going to start breaking the trend. It was when we started breaking 220. That was where the issue came into place. That was my warning sign there. We didn't hold the support at $2. So again, 184 is, I said we break that. We're probably coming down to 184. That's the line in the sand now. If we break 184, 150 is back in play. And I know Martyn said we won't see 150 again, but I've never taken it off the cards. 150 is still in play. So good luck. 184 seems to be holding, which is good. You can see this buy candle, but if we break 184, that's a complete break of structure, and we'll be coming back down to the 150 level and maybe new all-time lows. That's why I always said profits are to be taken 260. How great that was. And remember when we were buying at 150, I kept saying take the profits along the way up. Some people don't like to hear that, but that's just how I trade it. This purple line over here, the trend was breaking already. So it could have been an exit around 230, especially under that 220. But now it's 184. So you could take the long at 184 if you already have, or if not, let's see how it reacts. If you break 184, I assume we're coming back down to 150. MSK. Let's have a look at your comment. Will, yes, we just looked at SBC. MSK, when is your wedding? Yes, that's it's so long sorting out a wedding, but hopefully next year. This takes a while to sort it all out, and then we'll invite Martyn to do some entertainment. Okay, I think we're going to finish off the show there. I'll be calling in this week as well to share my thoughts. I'll give you the website again if people don't know. Let me just show you exactly what it is. Have I given you the code? Let me just show you the website. It's my website. The code is 2024. It's 50% off for the first couple months, I think. I think the gold membership is probably the best. I know that one says best value, but I guess that's because you get unlimited one-on-one calls, and that's just when we can discuss all the charts, stocks, all that sort of stuff. Not financial advice, but I can give you my ideas and everything I do with my money, and we can go through every single one of your stocks and put in levels. And that's you get unlimited ones of them. But that's why it's the best value, because I think I charge £34 an hour if you just book it separately. With the gold membership, you get I think instead of a 30-minute, I think you're allowed a 1 minute. So 1 hour. So you can do a 1 hour bookable call a month, and you can just book that through the website. So you can just book it in every month, and we can discuss everything. And then you get the Discord access, the buy and sell alerts, my whole crypto portfolio, the stock portfolio, which will be coming. I'm going to start a stock portfolio, especially when Martyn's not going to be sharing one, so I'll be doing that as well. We'll have the Q&A, chart requests, trade setups, all that sort of stuff, and then you can get the 50% off. Obviously, you can join them at the Discord for free, and I'll try to help you as much as I can on the Discord. But this way we can talk to you one-on-one, and hopefully you get the value out of it. It might not be for everyone, but if you are wondering, I do offer those services if you like. So I never really talk about it too much, because people just message me on Discord, and I talk to them that way if they're really interested. But if anyone didn't know I did that, then please do check out the website. Amazing. Is anything really moving in the market now? Not really. Oh, OMG coin is up 7% today. Stock-wise, PayPal had a good day. I guess that's because of the announcement. Again, careful, it might be sell the news, but you can really strategize this. So take profit at $76. I think we might get there this week. Tilray, we would buy that at 170. That's actually done well from 170. Went up to 2.5, back down. McDonald's, I didn't find that as a buy, and that's made all-time highs. I wouldn't get into that now. What else is there? Google again. Very windy in the UK right now. I feel like my roof is going to blow off. iBit, that started trading, which is quite interesting. It seems to be just going down, but it's interesting how it's $23. It really entices people to buy. You can buy a Bitcoin for $23, so that's nice to see. That will bring some new money in the bull run, and it's very nice to be able to buy on ISA or a rough IRA. The Nasdaq has made all-time high. I think it's overextended now. Meta all-time high. I wouldn't be buying it. Apple close to all-time highs. I wouldn't be buying that either. S&P, we covered it. Might have a little bit higher to go, but ultimately it's too risky to be buying now. Microsoft wouldn't be buying that now. Amazon wouldn't be buying that now. We got stopped out on this trade, so we can get rid of that. We took the first take profit, so that was good. Still made money on the trade, but didn't get the second take profit. Hood, no, that's coming back down. That's dangerous. Can be coming back down to either the trend line at 930 or 840. Coinbase, what a trade. What an amazing trade. We bought this at $60. First take profit at 81, and obviously we took profits. So that's nice. Went all the way up to 190. I think that trade's about finished now. On the Discord and on the show, I did tell everyone to take profits when we were around 170. J&J, nothing special. Rocket Lab, I mean, we did that trade perfectly. We bought it at 4, so that's, I don't think, not really a trade at the moment. Probably going to slightly come back down. Tesla's sitting at support 208. You break that, you're coming straight back to 180. So that's the next buy for me, is 180. What else is there here? UK 100, not too interesting. Looked at the DXY. Netflix, not for me. Coca-Cola, that's probably going to start coming back down. Maybe that trade's finished. Remember when me, Martyn, and Martyn suggested a great buy at $50. Now it's at 59. I think Martyn took his profits. SBC we just spoke about. Kenview, the trade is probably finished now. So maybe that will continue going down now, but there was a good return from the break of trend. Went up about 14%. So again, that was the point to take profit, but then it gave you another area to take profit at $22. So congratulations with that. Rivian, not interested in. If you want to buy it all-time lows at $12. And again, Mullen, who just keeps going down. Is there anything else? Again, Dogecoin is down 6% today, so it went up because of the news yesterday, but Dogecoin's still in that accumulation zone. So if you got some extra money, you can always chuck it in there. I think we're done. Let's put on the music. 76, you reckon? Is that PayPal? Take profit. Yeah, I think 76 is a good take profit area. It might run up to there this week. MSK Martin mentioned about an imminent short squeeze for plug. What's your opinion? Short squeeze and plug. So people were buying plug at I think $4 last week, and I was saying it's definitely going to come down more, and it did. It broke down. It broke the $3. Historically, I guess, is this a good time to buying it? Yeah, I mean, we hit the 250. Yeah, I mean, it's a good buy area. I don't know about short squeeze. I'm sure Martin has more information than me on the fundamentals of the stock. But yeah, it might be a good place to start buying up. I'm sure we can come and retest $3.50 quite quickly, maybe even this week. Someone just asked for the Alibaba chart. Yeah, it's in the buy zone. Again, a DCA area here. So, I mean, anywhere from here to $60 to $56. So I'd be DCAing. I wouldn't know exactly the best level to buy it. Maybe buy 20% now, 30% at 60, and the rest at 58 if we get there. The blue line on the chart, yeah, that's the 50 and 200 moving average. You can just add it on TradingView. Good evening, Sensei, everyone. A bit windy the UK tonight. Yes, very windy. Thanks for joining, James 007. Windy overseas of Holland as well. Thanks, Sensei. Polestar and Fixstar news in the next hour. Look out. Okay, so have a look out for Martyn's channel. There's going to be some premieres. Sensei, can you have a look at natural gas? I think we're literally about to finish the music, natural gas. Yeah, I mean, the buy zone's around 2.1, so it's coming down now, so maybe you can catch at 2.1. Sorry, the music's finishing, so I have to finish the show. Thanks. Okay, on the way out, if everyone could hit the like button, that would be amazing. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry for finishing 10 minutes early. I just need to go and do something, but take care of your money, take care of your crypto, take care of your stocks, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye for now.